I've got my repeat guest from last year, none other than Grant Cardone. What up, man?
But good to be here.
Bro,
You know,
in person.
Being the whole vibe, being the RP vibe, you know, like.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
We
It's
just
awesome.
finished.
Great studio.
Thank you. We just finished filming your TV show, man.
Yeah.
Tell people about that. What do you got
Yeah,
going
so
on?
Real Estate King, this is the fourth city. We're doing 10 cities this year. Basically, we pick a city to go to. We tell people I'm coming. It's cities that we're interested in investing in. So we're in Vegas for this one, and we'll have a dozen people pitch us deals, get down to like 7 or 8. One of these people is going to get funded.
Wow.
I'll fund the whole deal for them.
It's kind of like Shark Tank a little bit.
Yeah, Shark Tank for real estate.
Yeah, that's awesome. So what'd you think of Vegas while you've been out here?
You know, Vegas, man, what a city, man. It's always evolving. You know, it's becoming this new thing. I remember coming here when all dinners were free. I was telling my daughter, I used to come here. Dinners were free. Hotel rooms were free.
Parking was free.
Dude, everything was free.
Yeah.
Like, and when the first time I ever came here, I think I was 28 years old. My mom brought me here. She said she was my best friend. She's like, whatever they offer you here, don't take it. She's like, I'm telling you, just don't take it. And so, but I used to come here, man, everything was free. Now I'm paying $2,000 a night for Encore room.
Yeah.
Dinners are like thousands of dollars,
Yeah.
and you still get to go downstairs and lose money.
Do you gamble?
A little bit.
What do you play?
I play blackjack.
Yeah. Well, that's the best. Well, that and craps.
Yeah, I don't know. I hadn't figured the game out yet, but
No, yeah, dude. I was golfing with some gamblers, and I golfed with the guy who they based that movie 21 off of.
okay.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Yeah. What were y'all playing for?
Just golf for fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, just for fun. So, dude, I was in Miami a few months ago.
Mm-hmm.
You had this event. It was for influencers, creators, and it was like invite only. You spent, how much did you spend on that event? Would you guess?
I don't know.
You don't even know. It was probably, somebody had told me that, like, yeah, Grant spent over $1 million on this event.
Could
and,
have that.
and it was completely free. There was no agenda. There was no
We didn't
sales
sell
pitch.
anything to anybody.
Nope. You were just like, hey, I want to give you guys value. If you guys need anything, I'm down.
Yeah.
And I got Jared's number, Ryan's number. I've texted them since then. They've been super helpful. And then, you know, they call me and they're like, hey, Grant's going to be in Vegas. He wants to collab with you.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, this guy's doing everything he said he wanted to do. And I just wanted to say, so everybody knows this, so like that was to me the best event I've been to.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Yeah, it was great.
It was great to be with you guys. And, you know, it was, you know, at some point, like, you know, yeah, I've been so competitive for so many years. Like, just because I was coming out of a place of scarcity, really, like, just like, I didn't know what, there was no mentors, no guidebook, there was no resource manual. I was just grinding out, bro, like always scared, not knowing, okay, when am I going to flip the switch? Will I ever make it? You know, like I'm always starting from zero, like every single day, no matter how much I have or what I've done, I'm like, okay, I'm at zero. And at some point you look up and you're like, if you do the right things, you're like, okay, I got 12,000 apartments. It's hard to mess that up. And my other businesses are just crushing it, just beyond anything I ever imagined. Our funnels are just destroying every day. I woke up today to $1 million. Oh my God. I never ever even thought this would happen.
Right.
So then one day I'm like, okay, what do I do now? And I'm like, you know what? I want to go back and reach the guys that are doing stuff like I'm doing and see if I can be of assistance, guys that maybe are in earlier stages.
Right.
You know, and see if I can collaborate more than just compete.
Right. No, you've helped me out a ton, man. The biggest takeaway I had from your event was seeing what you were doing with just all the different companies. Because, you know, I've got quite a few companies too. And I know on one side, you hear these guys who are like, hey, focus on one business only, and that's it.
Yeah, the niches, or the riches are in the niches or something.
Yeah, and I mean, I did that with house flipping for a long time, and then I expanded into all these other ventures. And then I see what you're doing with Cardone Ventures. And then when you explained it with Brandon Dawson about, hey, if we have all of these under the same company, it just increases the multiple, the value. There's just so much more we can do. And I was like, that makes a lot of sense. Like, what is your thoughts on that?
Well, look, it's you know, I can only do so many things. and bringing you guys all together, these very influential people that have made money in a lot of different genres, a lot of different verticals, a lot of different ways, some from home, whatever. What you guys, like, there was $2 billion worth of revenue in that room in Miami, annual revenue. And I don't know that counted mine. So like, I'm like, God dang, there's a lot, there's some big money in this room. And nobody knows these people. Wall Street will not acknowledge you. Like, the hedge funds, they don't know who we are. They don't know how to make money the way we're making money online. It's not even real to them.
Right.
So much less profitable. Like, if you look at the S&P 500 or all the stocks, all the public companies, I think there's 218 zombie companies on Wall Street that lose hundreds of millions of dollars. Not a little bit of money. They lose hundreds, and they still have billion-dollar valuations.
Crazy.
Based on what was in that room in Miami, the valuation in that room is probably more like $28 billion or $30 billion company if we put it all together. So that's the concept behind Cardone Ventures. And when people start seeing me do 10X Health, adding it to the real estate's real. So it becomes, it's so solid in the cash flows and everybody trusts it. And then you start wrapping other companies around it. Big chiropractor, like if we could put together 2,000 or 3,000 chiropractors, 2,000 or 3,000 dentists, 2,000 or 3,000 HVAC.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you're talking about a $40 or $50 billion valuation.
It's crazy.
Life changes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. When I heard that, it all clicked for me. I was like, I get it. That's what all the big guys do. Like, they just acquire all these companies, and it just is a win-win for everyone.
Yeah. And that's what I'm very inspired now by these other guys that have done bigger things. I can't get in their rooms. They don't know me. If they do know me, they don't think much of me probably because I'm doing stuff kind of on the edges, you know, kind of disrupting things and breaking things. And like what we did at Cardone Capital, raising money direct to retail investors, no brokers, no middlemen, you know, that's never really been done before. You're doing it, you know?
Yeah. You know, what's crazy is I've followed your blueprint, like, for a lot of different things, right? I've been raising from social media and everything else. And I've talked to different guys who are family office guys, Wall Street guys and everything. And they're like, how are you raising money? I'm like, I just make a video. I raise money. It's on social. They're like, what are you talking about?
You're talking Martian or something.
Yeah. And then I'm like, have you ever heard of Grant Cardone? Like, this guy's, they're like, I've never heard of him. I'm like, how have you guys not heard of him? But to your point, these guys are just.
I was playing at Encore 2 nights ago. This dude walks up. Oh my God. I'm playing blackjack. I think I'm playing, I don't know, $200 or $300 a hand. And I was starting to get a little run go, you know? So this dude walks up. I think he's from Austin. Oh my God, he's 45 years old, white dude. Really not our audience, by the way.
Right.
Probably 45 to 50 years old, dentist, and says, oh my God, man, I didn't even know if you were real. I said, okay, what's up? He's like, I watch you on YouTube and Instagram, and I didn't know whether you were legit or not. Like, are you legit? And I said, well, how liquid are you? And he's like, and he whispers in my ear, he's like, new girlfriend, I'll tell you later. It's a true story, right? So I said, no, bro, I'm legit. Like, and then all of a sudden, the second he walked up, bro, I start double down, bang, make my hand. Another double down, make my hand.
You're like, stay here.
I'm like, bro, look, feel the vibe, bro. The cards don't lie. Money's how. I said, I never lose in real estate. I said, I can lose here, but I never lose in real estate. And he's like, you know, I didn't know. I watch all this stuff, and then I see these other videos made about you, and is it a scam? Is it real? And I'm like, bro, I've never lost money in real estate, ever. I've lost money at these tables, never, because we just pick these assets that are unbelievable.
Yeah.
So he does this to me later. He turns his back on the girlfriend and says, $5 million, liquid.
Wow.
So the point of that story is your family fund guy.
Yeah.
They never thought about going direct. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Blackstone, BlackRock, they don't go direct to retail. You're not talking to a machine.
Right.
I mean, you're not talking to people, you're talking to a machine. Fundrise, there's no person to talk to. You know, you're just getting basically a menu of places to eat or things to invest in. You're not talking to the chef of the kitchen. Like, what you're doing and what I'm doing is like, I'm buying this deal. If you don't put the money in, I'm buying it anyway. And then there's a lot of trust there.
Yeah.
And the investment community has completely ignored the concept of direct communication via video.
Yeah, they're kind of just going to the middleman. Hey,
They're doing what they've been doing. These guys are basically addicted to easy money.
they don't have to work for it. Just build a relationship with a
I
family
got to go
office.
hunting. I got to go hunting with them. I need to buy them some tickets to a ball game, take them to dinner, maybe go fishing with them.
That's it.
You know, and it's the same people doing the same thing, and that's why so much wealth, so much real estate has been accumulated with only a handful of people.
Right.
I really want to spread that out.
No, I love it. I love it. Yeah, you and I were talking about this before the podcast. You know, just like with haters, you mentioned it. Like people saying, "Is Grant a scam?" This or that. I've even had people tell me because after the event, I made a bunch of videos. I was like, "Hey, here's what I learned from Grant. It was awesome."
Yeah.
You know, all these things.
How much hate did you get just by sharing that?
Quite a few people are like, "Well, have you seen this most recent video of this guy or that guy?"
Yeah.
And I even had people who are like, "Dude, you know, you need to watch yourself. Grant's not like he's not like in your core values and different things." And I'm like, guys, you know, I don't know Grant that well. I know him enough that we've had a lot of conversations. I've seen what he does behind the scenes. I've seen how much he gave at that event. I've myself have been impacted even when we didn't know each other, just watching what he does. Like, I highly doubt he's scamming people. I can see the real asset. I can see the transparency. And, you know, you're still just going to have people saying whatever no matter what.
Of course, man. I mean, it's, you know, it's a world where you can say whatever you want to whoever you want about whatever you want. Like, YouTube is a clickbait phenomenon. Like, it's like the only way anybody can get subscribers there is to do a video.
Right.
With a big title. You know, and then if I'm not in the video, this is what I tell my people or our investors. Was I in the video? Did they interview me? Why wouldn't they interview me? It's not like I won't take the interview. I'll talk to anybody about anything.
Right.
So there's videos out there. One of the investors says, "Do you really buy the property and then sell it, buy it, close it, and then 30 days later sell it to us?" I'm like, "Bro, do you understand how expensive that would be?"
Yeah.
Like there would be a tax implication.
Mm-hmm.
You guys know how I feel about the IRS. How do I do that? Claimed all our cost seg.
Yep.
With 4 days left in the year. How do I do that twice in 5 days?
Right.
It's impossible.
Right.
So this is just clickbait, people. So I know it's going to come as I get bigger, as you get bigger. It's coming, bro. It's going to come. Trust me.
Right.
Then you're going to have some investor that's not satisfied or some customer, you know, whatever. It is what it is. Like, it's part of the game.
Yeah. It's just part of what happens when you grow in business.
You know, and while they're doing that bullshit, BlackRock lost $1.7 trillion.
Just swept under the rug.
And it doesn't even make the pages.
Right.
1.7 trillion of your grandmother, mother, father, uncle, aunt out of some mutual fund, and nobody even talks about it because they're worried about you or me being scammers. When the truth is, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Citibank, you name it, bro. The insurance companies, the life insurance companies that collect premiums from you every month and never pay. How about all those hurricane, you know, when a hurricane comes through Florida, if it's a named storm, you don't get insured. It goes away.
Really?
Yeah, exactly. It just disappears suddenly as long as it's a named storm. So if your parents have to go because they have dementia and they got to go to $8,000 a month care center, that's not covered by insurance.
Right.
So there are plenty of scams on earth. Cardone Capital is not one of them.